Hello and welcome back to a brand new video in the How to X series. Today we are going to see how to convert a list to a string. There are so many ways to do it, so without talking further, let's just dive right into it. So the first method that we are going to see is iteration. And to do this, we need to create a function. So let's create a function. Let's name it list to string. And obviously, since we are operating on a list, we need an input with this function to be a list. So let's just name it L, and let's say we need to initialize a string, because obviously since we are converting it to a string, we need a string as an output. So now to iterate through this list, what we need to create is a for loop. So let's say for I in L, I is each element of the list. So what we simply need to do is we need to add each element to the string. So a plus equal to would suffice, and let's say I. And what this basically does is we are just iterating through the list and adding all the elements of that list to our string. And we are done with this function, so we just need to return the string. So let's quickly call this function and let's try it out. So let's say print list to str, and in our input let's give up list, and when we run this, let's see what happens. We get output that says coding is fun. So this clearly is working, but hey, there could be an easier way to do this, right? So for that we have the dot join method. So to do this, it's pretty straightforward. We just need to create a string, and then we need to change this string to be string dot join. We are calling the join function, and then in the parameters, let's give the list that we are going to use. And if we print it out, we should get our desired output that should be converting this list to a string. So let's quickly run this. We get coding is fun once again. Now this all looks fine and this works, but what if our list had numbers? Let's add a few numbers to the list. Let's say 76 and 10. Now, if we try running our function, we're getting an error because that's an integer. So we have a new method for that. So let's quickly write that down, and that is the dot map method. Now to do this, it's also pretty easy. We have to just do what we did in the dot join method with a little twist. So I'm quickly gonna copy this and paste it right here. So this time, instead of using just the dot join method, inside the dot join method we're gonna use the map method, and within map we're gonna say str list. So what this basically does is it converts each element of the list into a string, and that joins that new string, that new element that has been converted to string, to our original variable called string. And now let's quickly comment out these parts, so our code won't break. And now when we run this, we get our output coding is fun 7610, which is converting this entire list to a string. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like. For more content, hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.